Hola, hola, hola. If I'm not looking at the camera right now, it's because I'm on my laptop doing some things. Trying to finish uploading my video and finishing my thumbnail for my video. Anyway. I just got home from going to the psychiatrist, where every day I say, I'm gonna make progress in my psychiatrist's office. Like, I'm gonna tell him, like, all this stuff, and we're gonna, like, everything's gonna be great, but it's not. And I'm still the same wreck and mess and trash can that I am, you know? So I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, so socially awkward, and I'm like, I hate leaving my house. Every time I leave my house, like, my stomach hurts, I get stressed, I feel like I'm gonna die. So then I'm at his office, and he's, like, talking, and he's, like, a really nice guy, and, like, he's really funny and, like, strange, and I'm like, I can't, I don't want to be here, you know? It's just weird, like, so weird. But literally all he did was go, okay, I'm gonna increase your medication, okay, bye. And I'm like, is that gonna help? He goes, I think it'll help. And I'm like, okay, I trust you. Because he goes, it came in and he was like, how are you? And I was like, I don't even know where to begin. I was like, I'm okay. Because I can't ever tell people my real feelings. Why am I closed off? I just felt stressed. Like, it just didn't feel right to be, like, outside and talking to someone and just awkward. And I just go in there and he's sitting there on his little computer taking notes, blah blah. And I'm just like, I just want to be normal. He's like, oh, how are your little mood swing things? And I'm like, I don't know, it's terrible. I don't sleep for 3 days sometimes. Sometimes I sleep for a week and sometimes I don't sleep for a week. Like, what the heck am I supposed to do? You know? And I'm like, I guess I'll just have a messed up sleep schedule. Literally, like, force myself to go to bed at these times, and I never go to bed at the correct time. My Fitbit goes off and goes, it's time for bed, but I don't listen to it. But, you know, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like I wish I could make more progress in therapy and in my psychiatrist's office, you know? Apparently I can't multitask right now. And, like, the thing is, I don't even know what kind of mood I'm in today. I keep having these, like, weird out-of-body kind of feelings today where I just don't feel like a real person, and I feel like I'm, like, watching myself float. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's, like, the weirdest thing to me, but it feels like this body that I'm in I'm not in here. Like, it's weird. That makes no sense. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like I'm more watching myself. It feels like my subconscious and my soul is outside, and I'm looking at me do things, and it's creeping me out because it feels really nasty. Like, I'm like, why am I, like, half here and half not? It's creepy. I don't like it. And then it makes me lucid dream. Also, I had sleep paralysis, like, a couple weeks ago or 2 weeks ago or something, and I had never had sleep paralysis before, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I didn't know what to do, and I was just like, I was so freaking tired, though, and I was, like, half asleep, half awake. I couldn't tell if my eyes were open or not, but I felt like they were, like, kind of, like, slit open. I was like this in my bed, I was like, get your shit together, you probably look possessed, like, stop it. And I couldn't do anything but stay like this. Like, my back was arched, and my eyes were weird, and my mouth was wide open, like, my jaw hurt. I couldn't even close my mouth. Over there looking crusty. I'm so glad nobody was there, because if they saw that, they would have been like, exorcism, that's it, throw away. I don't know what's going on with myself. Because the psychiatrist is like, well, do you think we should up your medication since you're still having mood swings? And I went, I don't know. I was like, the medication's not helping much right now anyway. I don't know if adding more is gonna fix it. But then I'm like, I guess if you're sick, you take more medicine. But also, I'm like really scared of pharmaceutical drugs because I feel like they just kill you. But taking prescribed medication is a lot better than taking a bunch of Benadryl and drinking a lot of alcohol and then walking around your room like that all night when you're depressed. But it makes me forget I'm depressed. And I just sit around my room uncoordinated and flopping around, can't walk, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to help myself. I'm trying to help myself by going to a psychiatrist, and he's like, here, well, I'm gonna up your medication. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, I'm on a mood stabilizer, it's doing nothing. I guess, like, technically I'm a lot better than I was when I was in high school. Like, when I was about to graduate high school, I was a train wreck and I was about to die. I almost didn't graduate. I was stressed the frick out. My grades were so bad, and I'm not used to having bad grades. Like, I'm an AP type person. Like, I took a lot of AP classes, and, like, normally I get, like, B's in them, and I'm totally fine. But this year, I was just not, well, not this year, that year, 2015, was not having it. I was a train wreck. I was either really, like, I get this mood where I'm, like, really, like, it's like a really, like, it's a feeling of, like, urgency that I have, and I'm like, I gotta do this, I need to do this, and I start cleaning, which I don't mind, but I'll clean the whole house. I'll start, like, some projects. I'll start filming a bunch of videos of myself, and it's disgusting because I'm, like, doing too much, and I'll start, like, writing songs. Like, I have a million, like, songs that are unfinished, like, in Finale, and in my music software, like, my music production stuff, my piano stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna learn a new song on the piano today, and I do that, and then I'm up for, like, 3 days or a week, taking, like, only, like, hour naps at a time, like, a day. And I'm like, how am I not tired? But I just keep going. And then all of a sudden, it's like, boom, hits me in the face, depression again. And then I'm just laying in my bed like, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna cry. Why can't I be normal? Why don't I have any friends? Why don't boys like me? And I'm like, it's because you don't leave your house, you dumbass. And I'm like, I don't leave my house because I have social anxiety. I'm supposed to be working on that in therapy, and my therapist and I work on it, but it hasn't gotten better because I don't like to leave the house still. The feeling of disgust and stress that I get from going outside is not okay. I have to go outside with people I know. Like, I have a friend, and he's, like, trying to hang out with me more, and I'm, like, trying to be social and be nice. So, like, he came over, but before he was like, you want to go get food? And I have this weird thing how I don't like eating with people. So I'm like, now I gotta make an excuse so that he doesn't feel like I'm just saying that to not want to hang out with him. And I'm like, because I want to make new friends. Like, I want to hang out with him. He's pretty cool, like, you know? And he's like, oh, you want to get some food? And I'm like, Lisa, help me. And then he's like, oh, let's go get food. And I'm like, no, it's not. So then I was like, I just don't like leaving my house. And he goes, yeah, I remember you said that. And I was like, do you just want to come to my house? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And you know what we did when he got to my house? Because of my socially awkward self, I sat here in this very position, like this all night, while he showed me YouTube videos. And I was like, what's happening? I was like, is he having fun? Like, do I suck? Like, what's happening? And I was like, is this okay? Like, this is not normal. Like, I know I'm supposed to want to go outside and, like, hang out, but, like, no. I'm over here counting my nerds. You know Nerds, that candy? I got a big box of those rainbow nerds. You've probably seen it in my blog. And for some reason, I get really irritated if I have to eat all the colors together at one time. So I had, like, Ziploc bags out, and I'm sitting over here separating nerds. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I have to eat the nerds by color. And he's like, but don't they all taste the same? And I was like, what? No, they don't taste the same. Is that like a thing? Do people think nerds taste the same? Or am I the only one that has realized this? Like, show me some fun YouTube videos, you know, this dude, Markiplier. I don't know, some marker man. And I was like, okay, marker man is cool. He was playing like some video games and shit, and I was like, that's cute. There was one with SpongeBob. The hash-slinging slasher. Yeah, so then he's like, at the end of hanging out, we're like, I think he left around like 8 or 9, and we're just sitting on my couch watching TV, and he goes, oh, when can we hang out again? I'm like, he wants to hang out with me again after I just sat here awkward as fuck? I was like, okay, we can hang out, because literally my life is this. I'm literal trash. I don't know what you want to hang out with me for. But anyway, try not to get too close to him, because I'm so done with getting close to people and them just throwing me away. Like yesterday's pasta water. Because one time I was really sad and like depressed like a couple days ago, and I was just talking, and he's like, are you okay? Like, we were texting, but I was just giving like one-word answers because I was too tired to text, and I was just like, I can't function right now. And he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I mean, you know, I feel gross. And he goes, oh, what's wrong? You want to talk? And I'm like, no, I can't talk to you. I don't talk to people about my feelings anymore. Because when I talked about my feelings last time, my friends left me. But also, I was acting really crazy, so... But it's not my fault! I wasn't on the same medication as I am. Maybe I have calmed down a lot. I don't know. When I used to get those weird, like, elevated moods, I would just do fucked up shit. I was running around, making out with guys, doing all this weird-ass stuff that I don't normally do. Like, there's this guy that I liked, kind of, but he wore little shorts, so I was like, And I was like, hey, come hang out with me, because me and Dylan thought he was so attractive, and we were like, come hang out with me. So he came over, right, and he brought Fireball, which I don't even like Fireball. I told him to bring some Jack Daniels, but he did not. He brought Fireball, but that's fine, you know? We just sat in my room, drinking Fireball and watching Skins. Next thing I know, clothes are off, kissing, blah, 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 and then eventually he left, and then I like blacked out in the middle of all of whatever happened, and I was like, oh my god, where are my clothes? What's happening? Then I went in the bathroom and like I took a shower for like 5 seconds, and I was like, what's going on? And then I went in Dylan's room and I was like, Dylan, I don't know what's happening. And then I texted him, and I was the dude that was there, and I was like, what happened? Where'd you go? Come here. And he was like, I'm in bed. And I'm like, no, you need to come back. I'm so scared. I don't know what's happening. So he came back, and he spent the night with me. So I was like, it's fine. Go to sleep. And I was like, okay. Like, since when do I have casual hookups with guys? I don't. We didn't have sex or anything, thank God, but no. I don't even know what happened, really. So that's my life, you know? I lose my shit sometimes. Like, sometimes I just lose my mind. And over the summer, when sometimes if it's building up really bad, I can feel it and it just explodes out. And that's what happened over the summer, and it made my friends really stressed. And they were like, what? So they I was like, that's it, I'm done, I hate my life, blah, 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 you know, being dramatic. But I wasn't being dramatic, that was my actual feelings. I was just stressed. And I was in my room, like, just crying and having a breakdown, and, like, I was just like, you know, Lisa was there, and my dad was home, and I was just laying in my bed. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take a nap, it'll be fine, I'm gonna sleep it off. Next thing I know, there's cops walking into my room, and I'm like, what the frick is happening? Who's this? Why are there... First of all, there were like 5 of them, and second of all, my room was a mess. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't have people in my room when it looks like this. What are they gonna think? Don't like having people over at my house when it's messy. And they were like, oh, your friends called us and said you're gonna kill yourself. And I was like, what are you talking about? I didn't say that. But like, I did say it, but like not in this, like they knew I was with other people. Like I wasn't by myself. I totally would have understood if I was by myself. And then my dad was really upset about it and offended because my dad's a cop, but like not like a regular city cop. He does like important stuff. Not that cops aren't important. He just does more intense things in law enforcement. And he was like, why the heck are these little subordinates coming in my house? And I'm like, oh God, I don't know. I was just taking a nap. And then Lisa was like, the cops were like, why are you sad? I'm just like, I'm just depressed. I'm just having an anxiety attack. Just leave me alone. I didn't want to talk to them. So since I was just I get nonverbal sometimes when I get really stressed or really upset or overwhelmed. So I just don't speak, and I'll just like nod. I can't make eye contact. I just can't function. So then I'm just sitting there in my bed with my covers like, no, yes. So they were just asking me yes and no questions because thank God they figured it out that I didn't want to speak to them. And then they were like, oh, Lisa, can you tell us why she's sad? And then she was like, I don't want to say it. So then Lisa starts having a panic attack too because she also has anxiety and she has autism. So we're both freaking out. She starts crying, and the cop, she's like, it's okay, it's fine. And Lisa's like, can I write down why she's upset? So she wrote it down. But what she wrote down was not what I was upset about. She wrote down how this boy stole my, like, I had like how much? Like $70 worth of weed. He stole it from me, and I was like, why would you do that? You're a terrible person. And I'm stupid because my friends told me don't hang out with him because he probably just wants to, 1, have sex with you, and 2, steal all your weed. And I was like, I don't want to be a nice person. I want to be nice and out there and giving. But backfired. So Lisa told her that, and she goes, oh, the cop goes, when did you start using marijuana? And I was like, what did you tell her? And I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, you're not in trouble. And I was like, what? Why are you telling people that I do these things? And the cop's like, do you want to press charges? And I'm like, what? You could press charges for someone stealing your weed? I didn't know that. But I said no, because I don't feel like, it's not that serious. It's some plant. It's just a piece of plant. Like, I don't need it. Like, you know, what I would really want is my $70 back so I could buy some shoes. You know, I don't need these stupid little leaves that you smoke, you know? I was upset with, like, the fact that I was being nice and trying to make friends, you know? Because I feel like this is a little bit after the time my friends stopped being friends with me. So I'm trying to make new friends. So I'm like, oh, I'll hang out with him. And anyway, the police officers, they were like, you're fine, okay, we're gonna leave. And they just gave me their business card. They all went outside. They were talking outside to my dad for, like, the longest. And then my dad, like, the next 3 days would not speak to me or look at me. And I was like, what the fuck's happening? What did he do? And then I was like, oh, shit. The cops told him about the weed or something happened. And I was like, are you serious right now? And I'm like, whatever. My family's so petty sometimes. You don't solve situations by just turning around and not looking at them. And if I want to smoke weed, I'll smoke it if I want, okay? My friends got mad at me about that too. Because I was like, I'm just trying to numb out my pain, okay? And I'd prefer to smoke weed than just drink and take a bunch of pills all the time. Because that makes me feel like I'm gonna die, low-key. I always have like a mini anxiety attack, like, that's it, I'm about to die, you know? I'm not spending another summer getting high off of pain medication and drinking all night. Like, no, I don't have time for that. My life is being run into the ground. I don't even know what to do because I'm tired, right? So I'm trying to do this YouTube thing to see if, you know, I can get something and feel accomplished, you know, feel like I'm doing something, and put me on a schedule so I'll get up and do stuff. And I wish I had more subscribers, because then I would feel like I'm actually doing this for a reason and not just getting like 15 to 40 views on a video and just being like, that's it, okay. I mean, like, normal kids my age, they have jobs, they're at school. I can't even handle that. I can't even handle getting up and actually getting out of bed, brushing my teeth in the morning sometimes. Or showering for a week. Because there's weeks where I just sit there in bed for a week. No shower, no brush teeth, my hair looks a mess, my skin's breaking out, and I'm just laying in my bed crying with crumbs in my bed because I just eat snacks. And I'm laying in there just like, I hate my life, why can't I get a job and do things like everyone else? Last time I had a job, I started having panic attacks in the back room. I worked at a bakery at a grocery store, and I just started having panic attacks. And it was terrible. It was absolutely the worst. And like, you had to stand up the whole time, and I have scoliosis, so if I stand up for a long time, it hurts really bad. And I also have sciatica, so my leg would just be radiating pain, my back would hurt, and I was in charge of like cleaning and washing dishes and packaging little baked goods and you know, and it was the worst. Like, it was an easy job, so I feel like so stupid for not being able to do it, like, you know. And I was getting paid a good amount of money, you know. I didn't work for like hours and hours and hours and hours, but sometimes like I would get to work and there would be nothing to do, and I would just sit there like, whoa, what the heck am I supposed to do? But it was the worst. I just started having breakdowns in the back room. I started coming to work high on like Benadryl and Percocets and stuff, and I'd just be laying around and I'd be like, I cannot do this anymore, you know. Or I'd get really manic and I'd be like, I'm not going to work today, I'm not even gonna call in, I'm not even gonna do it, I'm just gonna go do whatever I want. I quit my job without actually quitting. I just went on with my life. And one of my coworkers that I went to high school with, he's like, where did you go? And I was like, leave me alone. I said something stupid to him, and he was mad at me for a while, but like, we're not friends, so it doesn't matter. We used to be friends in middle school, but you know. But Lisa later explained to him that I was going through some shit, and he was like, oh, okay, it's fine. Still going through some shit, but not as bad as before. Still failing out of school. Not at school right now because of money issues, so I know this is just me rambling and ranting, but one of my friends she said she really liked my videos where I was ranting. And last time I did that rant where I was having an anxiety attack, a lot of people like on my Instagram, which you can follow, on my Instagram, people were messaging me like, oh, it's so nice, this is cool. And I was like, okay, yay. I make you happy. I'm a people pleaser, I can't help it, you know. I'm a pretty easygoing person. It's hard to anger me, like, you know. I like to be nice to everyone. I'm a big believer in the forgive and forget, but like, you shouldn't forget. You should forgive and not forget, and just go on with your life and say it's in the past, and don't get revenge on people or be passive aggressive or do anything stupid like that. Like, if something's wrong, you need to go to the honest tree. My friends and I, my old friends and I, we used to have these things called honest tree, where we could just sit together and talk, and there was no judgment, no yelling, no being mean. It was just so we could say what we needed. If there was tension going on in the group, we could say it without anybody feeling attacked, you know? And it worked, you know? Sometimes it resulted in a lot of crying and stuff, but we all felt better, like, the day after, you know? We'd order pizza, get snacks and pie, you know? We'd do the honest treat. Then after that, we'd go smoke some weed, eat some more pizza and pie and ice cream. And guess what? Our friendships lasted. So, I don't know. I've been friends with the same people since first grade, and I don't have them in my life like I used to now. So now I'm kind of just, like, lost, and I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then, like, I want to move out of my house, but I don't have money. And I don't have money because I don't have a job, because I can't handle working, and I can't even handle school, and I can't even handle breathing. And like I said, I get this weird out-of-body feeling all the time, so I feel like I'm not even really here. It's like I'm dreaming or something, but it's real life. I don't know. I need to get it together. I guess I'll just let you guys know how increasing my medication goes. Hopefully I don't die.